This is the biggest ever comparison ever done in my channel. We are going to be comparing the iPhone 14 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy S23 camera comparison. So let's start off with the camera comparison, and I had few opinions on my old iPhone 14 versus the S23 series S23 videos camera comparison. So I'll be taking only one photo in each category so that to not confuse you guys, and let's start with the video. And trust me guys, I have taken more than 100 photos in both the mobiles, not to confuse you like hell. I have taken 10 or 12 photos out of 100. So let's start. And starting off with the camera specifications, the S23 has a 50 megapixel primary camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera and a 10 megapixel telephoto camera. The 14 Pro has a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera and a 48 megapixel new primary camera and a 12 megapixel telephoto camera. And that's it about the camera specifications. Now let's start off with the camera comparison. The left side of yours is the Samsung Galaxy S23 and the right is the iPhone 14 Pro, taken in 50 megapixel and 48 megapixel each. And the S23's photos looks saturated and looks great to your eyes, but the iPhone 14 Pro's photo has a warmer skin tone and looks close to natural. So I would give a 4 points to the Samsung and a 3.5 to the Apple's. Guys, I don't know what is this, but the iPhone 14 Pro's 48 megapixel camera, one photo takes around 76 megabytes of storage, while the S23 takes 10 MB. Comment down below if you know what it is. And this is the photo taken in the regular 12 megapixel mode, and I would give 4.5 to iPhones because it looks very good normal conditions, and the Samsung's one is a bit dull and not so good and no details if you zoom. So I would give a 3.5 to Samsung. And these are the snaps taken in the ultra wide angle, and the iPhone's one, the sky is not close to natural or it is so warm so that we can't give full points, and the leaves over there is not correctly captured. So I would give a 2.5 to Apple's and then easy 4 to Samsung's because it looks so good to the eyes and the sky is properly exposed and everything is nice in the Samsung's. And these are the macro shots taken in the S23 and the iPhone 14 Pro. The iPhone 14 Pro has completely missed the background blur, while the S23 has saturated the photo a little bit, and the background blur is perfect in the S23. So 2.5 to the iPhone and 4 to the S23. And to confirm is this the result and is this the process taken in the iPhone 14 Pro, let's take another photo in the macro mode. And these are the photos, while the S23 has missed some parts of the photo and the iPhone 14 Pro has completely covered everything and the background blur is perfect. So in this photo I would give a 4.5 out of 5 for the iPhone 14 Pro and a 4. And moving on, let's go to the portrait mode, where the S23 has slightly dulled my skin tone and the hair, everything looks sharp, while the background blur is perfect, where the iPhone 14 Pro has the natural skin tone of my color, the hair is black. So I would give 4.5 and 4.5 for each of the phones because the background blur and everything is so good, but the skin tone has slightly missed in the Samsung's part. iPhone 14 Pro can record in 4K 60 fps, 4K 30 fps, 1080p 60 and 1080p 30 fps. While the Samsung has the capability of recording 8K 30 fps in the regular videos and 4K 60 fps, 4K 30 fps, 1080p till 720p you can record in S23. Now things are getting serious. We are getting into the video category. While the S23 has super steady mode and the iPhone 14 Pro has super action mode, which is the new feature that Apple has included in their new 14 lineup. So let's start with the iPhone. The iPhone is using a different mode of sensor shifting, while the Samsung uses the better OIS capability, optical image stabilization capability, where the Samsung can record in 4K 60 FPS in the super steady mode, while the iPhone can do it in 2.8K 30 FPS in the super steady mode. We'll check who is going to win in this competition. So my votes is for Samsung because they have claimed that the OIS will be better comparing to their old generation smartphones in the Samsung Galaxy S23 lineup. So let's start with the competition. Straight off, you'll notice very good stabilization in Samsung's, and Apple's one is a bit shaky than Samsung, and the quality is superb in the Samsung and not in the Apple. You notice a lot of grains in the Apple's footage. So 4.5 for Samsung and then 3.5 for Apple. And both these footages are recorded in 4K 60 FPS. The left side is the S23, the right is the iPhone 14 Pro. The stabilization is so good in both of the mobiles, but the colors are very boosted in the Samsung's one, and the Apple's one looks natural. So I would give easy 4.5 for Samsung and 5 for Apple to have a very good stabilization, and colors are very natural. This is the portrait video recorded in the Samsung Galaxy S23 4K 30 FPS, and see the HDR and the background blur and 30 FPS, and check how's the background blur and the video quality. And I hope you have seen both the videos. The S23's portrait video is absolutely good. I would give 5 points for S23. The iPhone has missed a little bit of background blur in my hair, so I would give a 4.5 for the iPhone. Otherwise, the iPhone's portrait video is so good. And we have come to the end of this video and end of the series, and I hope this video is very informative for you to get your next smartphone accordingly to this specifications or this camera model. Or if you find this video helpful or informative, please do leave a like and please do subscribe to my channel to watch more videos like this. And then if you ask me who is the real winner, I would say the iPhone has got 35.5 points out of 45 points, and the S23 has got over 37.5 out of 45. And if you ask me who is the real winner, I would say it depends on you. So if you are a person who wants to show your real skin tone, you should probably go for the iPhone, and iPhones are excellent for the videos. Now I'm recording the iPhone 12 mini, and if you want lightly saturated photos, color boosted photos, or nice portrait photos or videos, you should probably consider the Samsung, the Android segment. And thank you for watching. Meet you in the next one, and peace out.